think that's what I'm about to another video. So this one I talk about management and conflicts and when it comes down to whether it's friendships slash relationships. So let's talk about this thing. Oh, management and conflicts, you know what? It can be both good and bad. It can affect both relationships slash relationship in a good way, but it can also affect it in a bad way too. It depends on how the strengthen to me. It depends on strength on the bond and the relationship, the relationship. It depends on it, how strong it is. To me, if it was already strong to be with, then there's nothing to worry about. Because it can be in a good way, you know. And besides, any relationship generally, like when our there's always going to be a conflict. They're going to take up a disagreement. Persons are different. The person you're friends with or the relationship they're different, you know. If we come from the same background, still different. There are moments. But you know what really takes relationships, friendships the most is conflicts, especially at goals, how it clicked, you know? And as I go on like that, you can actually bump heads with a person in a respectful manner, and that there you don't need to have no name callings and nothing. I think the moment you have name calling, there's a problem because there's no go beyond the. Explaining stuff like this is not easy for me personally, but we know the conflict is just two or more persons. So you can between one thing we do know about conflicts, it's number takes two for conflicts happen. It doesn't just take one. Most of the time it takes two, so or more. Because the first shift is two or more. In a relationship normally, if you think be a relationship with one person, is you and that person. What's the friendship versus perspective? I would say it's both relationship friendship has similarities to the conflict but has differences. I think in conflict in relationship, especially if you're with the person and you plan to be relationship with that person for life, it's even more intense. It's even more intense, emotions in play. Especially emotions there, especially if you have a very strong bond, emotions there. But the feelings they test for more in relationships, so that's one thing for sure. So you know what I do honestly I do prefer the black and white, but Constance says most of the time in Migitia, it's 50, anything can happen, anything can happen at that point. And as I say, you do learn that in conflict, especially if you're with the person, how they feel about you. Normally, that's how, if you really want to know how they feel about you, funny enough, it's not when things going good, it's when things you get in conflict or you get into it or something like that, you really know how they really feel about you. It's easy to love somebody when things are clicking, going well. But when it's not, those are complete. Do they still love you even when you guys get into conflicts? Or they say something to you nasty that you don't like or hurtful or something? How you handle all of that? So I think conflict can take its ways. That's how strong the friendship is or relationship is. It has it takes a lot of things. And when it comes down to it, it's like even when it's anime or series, because of friendship, there's getting a time where the person don't get into a conflict at some point, then I'm sure it does, but it doesn't happen often. That's one thing I do know for sure. So if best friends were to get into conflict, we would eventually get conflicts, but it was very strong and the person get it conflict can bring persons close together as well. But it can also bring you apart, bring the relationship apart as well. As I said, it depends on the strength of it. To me, it was already weak to begin with. The reason I wouldn't want to get in conflict, especially out of the week. And when you do get in conflict, at some point you have to have a resonate a solution at some point. Meet in the middle, meet halfway. And important to meet halfway at some point. Because conflict can happen, the person can get into it about anything. Could be something small, something big, could be something ridiculous. Just it could be anything. It could be a person not doing this, could be a person not communicating about yacht, a person lying about yacht. Conflicts can happen in all types of ways. There's always with conflicts get to whether a person lie about this thing or they do something you don't like, you're not comfortable with, or with conflict sometimes it can be always something. And when you're dealing with conflicts, you want to make sure you're on the same page. You when you're dealing with conflicts. One of what we call it five fair, especially relationship in particular. Set ground rules on how you communicate. It's important to do that. So somebody's relationship witness, it seems that they don't set ground rules. And if you do set this, they broke it. I think it's important to say, hey, listen, if we're dealing with conflict, you have to have that space where, and in conflict, sometimes there are moments where it's good to talk this out. You can't always avoid an issue forever. There come a time where you have an issue with something, that person got to face it out. If you can't say avoid the issue, it's a problem. That's another conflict you're getting into because the other person you avoid it with, you'll be like, what the hell is this? Yeah, you know you had a problem with me about this, but you keep, but you didn't say ish, and boom, get into it. I mean, you can get into a person's ways, man. In when a friendship some relationships, you can get into over keep it a secret, or a relationship you can get into over cheating or betrayal. Usually, that's where if you get into over cheating, usually if I were to imagine, it usually is up there. It usually don't end well. The relationship, the person who get betrayed for yourself, especially if the person that the relationship is already if they get cheated as a deep breaker to begin with, or the share, or like I said, you could get argument and or not a person that want to have kids and not only married. Persons may want to avoid conflicts most reasons either because they don't like us to end well or they're just over the relationship. But as I said, if you keep avoiding issues constantly, that can be an issue because you're sending a message to that person, whether friends or relationship, that you know this person. And what relationships are relationships if you don't have trust, especially in conflicts, you might as well throw the relationship or the friendship in the bin. Makes no sense. If you're in conflict, trust is the foundation. You don't have that. Go into the bin. Throw both relationship and friendship in the bin. Because what's the sense you are getting into it? You're not in the same page. As I said, conflict can bring you together because it pull you apart. Especially with constantly getting into it all over again. And getting into it all over again can be risky because somebody's going to be a breaking point eventually. And it'll get tiresome. And the person will say, you know what? I am tired of fighting for this shit. Because every time we get into it with foolishness or somebody be petty, whatever reason that may be, and I don't think then. Constantly getting into it after a while, where the first relationship can get tiresome after a while. So it's just, you know, I mean, you have conflict, you could have a conflict with your parents or your person workers, or this guys just unexpected conflicts. You know, it can help, but it can also, you know what I mean. So this is why personally I would like conflict sometimes is that if I'm getting into it with somebody too much that I would like, then I would like that would get me nuts. I remember I'm like, it would make me wonder why I keep getting with this person. You know what I mean? But whether we can come up from this or get stronger from it, and if we really need to, our research that our intense talk. Um, I'll say this much here. There are moments where whether the person you're first with or a relationship, you get to have that intense, that uncomfortable conversation. And that's where it's in the city, depends on how it go, because and this also again depends how strong it is, the friendship relationship is, that relationship, how strong it really is, because then if we can get into it with name calling or blow up or fall out. Fallouts to me don't usually end well for the most part. It don't end well and everything. So, you know, so a relationship between male and female, male and male, or female female, relationship, same sex, it doesn't matter. It's like I just yeah. I feel sometimes I feel too first to support sometimes I'm like I just if there's anything I would say when it comes to this topic about more conflicts with in terms of fresh relationship, you guys are comment down below. Let me know what you think. You know what I mean? It's many conflicts something that really easy to do. But I will say this much though. As I said, for most like usually decide how it's gonna go. It might turn in a positive way, but it can also switch in a negative. So it's both. It can be decided both sides of the coin. It really depends on everything. But I say this much: in a fresh relationship, you have got by your side, then and in friendship, so you guys can be best friends. It's for best friends for life. That's a very big deal. And you have conflicts. Because some persons can get into it and they're cool, then they say, I said this before this, before I end this. There are some persons can get into it, but cool, for, then they say. Some will get into it and they'll talk for 3 days, or some a week, depends on the person, or some they go ha ha ha, go take a walk, go to breeze off, and come back and everything's cool again. Or you make of it, you can get into it and then you somehow come like nothing happened. This is the business trend. Or a relationship, same thing. Can get into it and one person walk out the door and say, you know what? This is so hitting, we'll talk later. And they come up with discuss it again with some cool heads per hell. Or get it and just walk out the door for a month or months. Sorry. Yeah, it depends on the person. If we're talking to the person with conflict of violence, you have to think about that. I think the person not meant for a conflict or a conflict like that. So not sure about conflicts, but you can't always overcome the time you have to really face it head on. They say you're in a relationship with your partner, the person you're with. Your issue, there are a lot of times you gotta face it head on. If you keep avoiding issue, there's something's up because you're like, if you can't talk with the, if you get in a relationship with the, and you have a problem and you keep letting it slide, it's gonna be a problem later. And now it's gonna come down to, yeah, it don't end well that way. If because of issue, you walk out the door every time, something's up with that picture. If you really care about the relationship, friendship, and you guys have an issue, it really means bumping heads to make sure work or what an issue is. So be it. In another video, remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel and keep your notification for upcoming videos.